So let's first understand what is SQL function. So let's start. Okay, so what is exactly function and why we need it? Now again, we have our data inside the table. Now there is like a lot of stuff that you can do with your data. So sometimes you have to change the values of your data, like doing data manipulation, or you want to do some aggregations and analyses. So maybe you want to analyze your data and find insights and maybe build reports. And sometimes you might find bad data inside your tables and you want to clean that up. So you want to do data cleansing. And sometimes you have to do data transformations and data manipulation on our data in order to solve some SQL tasks. And in SQL, in order to solve those tasks, we have functions. So again, what is exactly a function? It is a built-in code block that accepts an input value, then the function gonna go and process this value, and it gonna return a result, an output value. So you give an input value, do some transformations and give an output. And we can group the functions into two big categories. The first one, we call it single row functions. So you give the function only one value, and at the return you will get as well one value. So the input for the function gonna be only one single value, like Maria, and the output of the function gonna be as well single row value. So one value in, one value out. And now the other category of functions, we call it multi-row functions. So for example, if you have the function sum, this function accepts multiple rows, multiple values, like it gets 30, 10, 20, 40. The function is then gonna go and summarize all those rows and return in the output only one value. The summarization of all those values is gonna be 100. So the input is multiple rows and the output is one single value. So those are the two main categories of functions in SQL. Now, my friends, you have to understand something about the functions, that you can go and nest functions together. So you can use multiple functions together in order to manipulate one value. And this technique is not only in SQL, in any programming language. So let's have this example. We have the function left. It's gonna go and extract like few characters, let's say 2 characters. So the input for this function, let's say it's Maria. This value gonna enter the function. The function is gonna go and extract the first 2 characters. And in the output, we will get only 2 characters, MA. So this is one function. We have an input and output. Now you might say, you know what, we have multiple steps on this value. So the first step, we want to extract the first 2 characters using the left function, but we have a second step. So we want to transform this output into lowercase characters. So we have another function lower, and the input for this second function will be the output of the first function. So MA, it is at the same time output and input for another function. So the lower function gonna take this value and convert it into lowercase character. So it's like inside the factory, the material is going to be processed into multiple stations, and the output of one station going to be the input for the next station. And this is exactly what we can do with the functions. So now how are we going to build that? The first step is to start with the first function. So this is simple one function. Now for the next step, what you're going to do, on the left side, you're going to write lower and put the whole thing in parentheses. So now the whole thing, the first function, going to be inside another function. And with that, you have nested one function in another. And of course, if you need a third function, like for example, the length, what you're gonna do, you're gonna put the whole thing again between 2 parentheses. So now that means the output of the left gonna go to the lower, and the output of the lower gonna go to the length. So it is very simple, and the order of the execution for this will start always in the inner function. So the left function gonna be executed first, and then the outside function, the lower, and the last function that's gonna be executed is the length. This is how the nested functions works in SQL or in any programming language. Now, my friends, in SQL, we have a lot of functions. That's why we have to group them as well into subcategories. Like if you are talking about the single row functions, we have functions for the string values, and as well for the numeric, the date and time, and as well functions in order to handle the nulls. And if you are talking about the multi-row functions, here we have basically 2 groups. The first one is the simple aggregate functions. Those are the basics in order to aggregate your data. And we have another advanced one. We call it the window functions, or sometimes we call it analytical functions. So now if I'm looking to those 2 groups, and now my friends, it is very important to understand those functions, because using them, you can do whatever you want with your data. And if I'm looking to those 2 groups, the single row functions, those stuff here, they are functions in order to manipulate and prepare the data for the second group. So if you are thinking about data engineers and data analysts, the data engineer is going to go and prepare the data in SQL using the single row functions. So you're going to use them in order to clean up, transform, manipulate your data in order to prepare it for the analysis. And if you are a data analyst, you will be mostly using the aggregate functions in almost every task. So I really see it like this: the single row functions for data engineers and multi-row functions for data analysts. And my friends, what we're going to do in this course, we're going to visit each of those subgroups one by one, exploring the functions, understanding how they work and when we're going to use them. So let's start with the first group, the string functions. And here we're going to learn how to manipulate the string values. So let's go.